Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we will learn the research process. Okay, in my first video in the research series on my YouTube channel, I discussed the definition of research, the characteristics of research, and importance of research in our lives. Now we will be talking about the research process. Of course, the same essential skills that you should have. You should be a good listener and you have a motivated self or you are motivated enough. Again, if you are not motivated, stop muna from watching and do other things than listening because you will not learn. Again, we have more here in Blah Blah Spa. So please be a good listener and motivate yourself to learn the topic today. Our objectives, first, before the research process, you will be able to explain the characteristics of a researcher and you will be able to expound the research process. This is our main topic, the research process. And after this, may mga topics na tayo, paano gumawa ng introduction, objectives, title, etc., how to write uh, the research into publishable form. So, please subscribe po sa video and share to others if may mga friends po kayo. Okay? So, first, the characteristics of researcher. So, researcher po yan, no, na wala lang po ang pagmumuka. Ang word na ercher. So, characteristics of researcher. This is from Calmorin and Calmorin 2020. Actually, there are several characteristics of researchers given there, but I will just give you the 5 because I find these essential that we researchers should embody. Okay, first, of course, we should be intellectually curious. When we say curious, we undertake deep thinking and inquiry of the things, problems, and situations around us. Okay, for example, again, as a teacher, I find out, say, I have noticed, no, na the performance of my students in mathematics are not that good, or should I say, not that excellent, because during the face-to-face, most of them have perfect scores or close to perfect scores. Now, uh, in my mind, what's the problem of that performance, of their performance now that it seems that it's getting low, di ba? So, ikaw na researcher, you will think of the things, you will think of the problems, or you will think of the situation around you kung ano kaya ang possible na study, di ba? Again, look everywhere or ask somebody and based on your experience, makakakuha ka talaga ng mga research problem. No, kung student ka, anong na-observe mo, di ba? Example, you are into cheating nowadays, especially in the new normal. Then, you may ask, ano kaya ang mga experience ng nagpapa-cheat? But I'm not into cheating. I don't want you to cheat, no? If you will copy, this is what I tell also to my students. If you copy, be sure that you understand what you copied, no? What you're copying. Okay, again, a researcher is intellectually curious. Dapat talaga matanong na kung ganito, oo nga no, bakit kung ganyan, kung anong mangyayari, kung may ganyan, may ganyan, may ganyan. Okay? So, I'll detail that when we do our workshop in writing the title and the objectives of the topic of the study. Second, prudence. Okay, I included this because as a researcher, we must be careful in the conduct of our study. In the right time, in the right place. Kasi, for example, no, when you do survey, like in a face-to-face survey, you will bring the questionnaire with you, of course. And say, 4 to 5 na lang ang bakante na time where the students are in a hurry going home. Diba? Kasi 4 to 5 na, tapos pag mag-ring na ang 5, they will go home na kasi they will ride on a multi-cab pa, tapos medyo malayo pa ang house nila. So kung dyan, example lang ha, that is the time na nag-survey ka ng 5 kung saan ang mga students ay usually pauwi na. So, in that case, parang kung ako ang nag-answer ng survey, i-5 ko na lang lahat. Kung like Kurt's kay 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Kung Ang iba naman, 3. Ang iba pattern, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, without reading it. So, dapat careful ka to consider your respondents, no? Careful ka to consider the time. Careful ka kung saan, kung kailan. Okay? You must be careful in the conduct of your study as a whole. Sa pag-collect, that's for data collection, no? Yung kanina na example ko. Pag-analyze, of course. Kasi baka yung mga survey questionnaire for this first day na keep mo sa isang cabinet, tapos sa second day another naman, sa third day another naman. Tapos nakalimutan mo na may isa ka palang, may mga survey pa pala, mga answers doon sa isang cabinet na hindi mo na-include. So, di ba, parang, of course, it will affect the results. So, you must be careful, okay, in doing research. Third, healthy criticisms. Of course, the researcher is always doubtful as to the truthfulness of the result. So, dapat kung may result ka na, sabihin mo, tama kaya ito? Parang may mali ba or talagang tama na? So, recheck, review. Hindi lang na after sa result, no, according to kay Calmorin at Calmorin na definition. After sa result, after na naka-analyze na kayo, yan na. After sa thematic analysis, naka-make na kayo ng team, yan na. No, 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 no. Ha? Keep reading, keep checking the results. Ha? Para talaga, it will be truthful since you will publish that, since you will present that. No. Okay? Fourth, intellectual honesty. Of course, I should also emphasize this to you, future researchers or researchers already in the field, especially you students of practical research 1 and 2 or undergraduate students, be honest. You may say, like example, no, I will give an example that your group will be developing a pesticide, a ginger pesticide, and you want, of course, because you develop that pesticide, you want to kill the insects. Of course, that's the main goal, say, that's the main purpose of your development, of your pesticide development. So, chinek nyo, pinunta nyo doon, tapos tinayin nyo, hala, wala mang insect na namatay. But because you developed that for 6 months, that ginger pesticide after reading, no, tapos walang namatay, so you will say, I will just fabricate the data, lagyan ko ng 10 na insect na patay, tapos yun sa treatment niya isa, 20, kahit 0. No, 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 no. You as a researcher must be honest in collecting, in gathering, in analyzing the data. Of course, we expect that all data gathered, all data analyzed, or interpretation of the data will be honest results. Honest lahat. You may say, sir, hindi na yan pwede pang publication. No, 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 no. Kasi maybe what you've read is that ginger is effective in killing insects, but you found out the other way around, di ba? You found out na in your study, the ginger pesticide does not kill insects. So it's still a contribution to the body of literature, di ba? After publishing, of course, ang makabasa din yan, masabi, ala, si study ni Sugano et al. Effective ang pesticide, ginger pesticide. Pero sa study ni Mamolo et al., hindi. So, there are now discussions, different discussions. Bakit kaya effective doon? Ano kaya na plant na nagamit? So, ikaw na reader din, ikaw din na researcher, magiging interesado ka din sa mga discussion nila. So, do not fabricate data because you feel that the ginger pesticide should kill the insects na sa result nyo, hindi naman pala nakapatay. Again, it's a contribution to the body of literature. Hindi mo masasabi na, useless ang paggawa ko ng 6 months kasi hindi pala nakapatay. No, still, present that to the professional community and it will be acceptable. At least you contributed na, in your case, the ginger pesticide did not kill the insect. What's the problem kaya, di ba? That's the case. And fifth, intellectual creativity. Okay? As a researcher, you must be creative enough. No? Bakit dapat creative ka or resourceful? Kaya researcher ka, di ba? Okay, let's continue the example. Example yun, yung using ginger pesticide does not kill insects at all. So what if you read na naman after publication, no, hindi nyo i-publicate ang data. I-publish nyo lang, i-present nyo lang na ganito pala using ginger pesticides, hindi pala nakakapatay. So after reading, what if I'll add calamansi extract? Kasi nabasa ko ng calamansi extract, nakakapatay pala ng mga insects din. Kaya, oh, what if? Ganito, ginger plus pesticide, then may gas pa, ginger plus pesticide plus alcohol. After reading, you must be resourceful. But again, do not feel sad when you realize that what you develop for 6 months is not that successful. Like what I said, hindi pala nakakapatay. Still present that to the professional community. Ha? Ma-accept din yan. Again, you must be intellectually curious. You must be careful in everything you do in the step of the research, in the processes. You must accept healthy criticism. It must be intellectually honest and intellectually creative. Okay? So that's it for the characteristics of research.